Hey guys, we are going to start our declutter in the hall closet, and just ignore my holy shirt and outfit, but this is what I wear when I am working around the house, so we're just keeping it real here. But let's get started by decluttering this linen closet. Alright, so this closet is a linen closet and game closet, but it's just kind of gotten messed up, and I've got some new things I need to put in it. So we are going to tackle, are you going to help tackle this closet, get it organized, and declutter while we're at it? Okay, so I'm going to start up here at the top and just kind of work my way across. What I do is I look at what it is, I decide if I still need it or not, and then I'm going to put a pile of things I need, and if I do need it, I'll either put it away back or like keep it nice and make it neat. I don't know how I'm saying that. Anyway, and then I'll add the things that I need to add as I'm kind of putting away. But I'm going to start here at the top shelf, then I'll move to this one, and then this one. I like to keep things in packaging like this to keep bugs out. It helps keep brown recluse out, which we have a lot of in the area that I live in the country. And the linen closet happens to be somewhere they like to go, and so I don't like them to surprise me in my sheets, so I like to keep things in packaging like this. That's why there's so much of that. Okay, so this is an electric blanket, and I've had it for years, but I think I'm going to actually go ahead and get rid of it because I don't even have a bed that is this size. It's for a full bed, and we don't actually have a full bed. We have queens and twins. Alright, so I found another thing I'm going to get rid of. It's a pad that goes underneath a rug, but it just never really worked well for me. It was always messing up, and so I just keep throwing it in there. So I'm just going to get rid of it because I don't think I'm ever going to actually use it. Alright, so the rest of those are just puzzles and games. I'm going to look through real quick, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and start re-putting stuff up on the shelf. So I found this up there, and it's wood glue, which I actually have been looking for a while. So this is going to be moving to the garage where I keep my wood because that just makes more sense. Okay, so since that's a top shelf and it's kind of hard to get to, I want to put stuff back up there that is something I don't get to a lot. So I have this that's empty, and I'm going to put my sleeping bags in it and set that up there because the sleeping bags we don't really use a whole lot, and when we do, it's kind of more like seasonal, so it'd be easy to pull down seasonally, and I could trade it out for something maybe that's more wintry and put it up there. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now, and I just kind of have those placed randomly in here right now, so I'm going to go through and pull all my sleeping bags and put them in here. Alright, I found another blanket I think I'm going to get rid of. I just have so many blankets, and so many people have made blankets for like the girls especially, that this just generic blanket I don't know that I'll keep because they have so many nice quilts and stuff that people have made them. I just don't know that we would keep a generic one. Yeah, see, like this is one that was made for the girl, or this was actually made for the boys. But so I'll keep this one because it has sentimental value and it's very useful. It fits a toddler bed perfectly, so Bella definitely can still be using this in the future. Alright, and then I have a random sheet which actually goes in my sheet tub. So I'm going to set this here because I'm going to go through the sheet tub and add that here in a second. And then the last thing that's in this that I'm going through is the air mattresses, and actually one of these air mattresses I think has a hole, so I need to figure out which one it is that isn't working and get rid of it, and then I'm going to put the other one up top. I might be able to fit it in with the sleeping bags. Alright, so I just discovered down here at the bottom I have 2 tubs of old video games. These are my husband's, and so I don't really know why I have 2 half-empty tubs. So I'm going to combine the 2 tubs and make it one. On a side note, this is something that I would totally chunk and get rid of, but they're not mine, so I'm keeping them. But if you have freedom to get rid of something, this is totally something that I would declutter, just as a side note. All right, so moving on down, I have found some curtains that I have used throughout the years through the different houses we've lived in, and I've held on to them because you never knew what house you're gonna be in next, and they may work, they may not work. And at the current house we're at, I don't think they really work for any of my windows. I've kind of held on to them because I really like them, but we've been here almost 3 years and I haven't used them, so chances are I'm not going to end up using any of these curtains, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and let them go.
Here.
All right, so I went through here and there's nothing I need to get rid of. There's some pillow shams that go to the kids' beds, and then I have 2 shower curtains, which I'm not currently using, but I do like to kind of switch those out every now and then, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep them, because I don't think I even have a shower curtain on the kids' bathroom right now, so it's something I might put up there, especially if we have company come. A lot of times I don't put it on there when the kids are the only ones using the bathroom because it just gets in the way. So when it's just the kids in there, the simpler the better. But when company comes, I like it to look a little nicer. And the pillow shams, same thing. I don't put them on the beds right now because at their age, I feel like they're just in the way and not helpful, and their beds are never made right with the pillow shams put where they're supposed to go. So again, they're just put up here, and then they go with their bed sets, so I don't want to get rid of them because I might still be using them when they are old enough to keep that. But anyway, so I'm going to put them up top because it's not something that I really need very often. All right, so I'm on to my next container, and it looks like there are some sheets in here, and the sheets don't belong in here. This is actually just supposed to be blankets that are the boys' blankets. So I'm going to take the sheets out and add them to the sheet tub. Sheet tub. All right, so I'm also putting away things that I have folded. So I'm going to be adding blankets that I have recently washed and used and put them back in this tub. Sorry, it's really loud all of a sudden. See, like these. And that makes it quick and easy for me to grab a blanket when I need an extra blanket for their bed or for traveling or any other reason. All right, so I am moving on now to this tub, which is all my pillowcases. And I have some just pillowcases that have just gotten thrown in here, so I'm gonna add them all to the tub. I'm actually gonna go through the tub too, because I see a few pillowcases that I never used. Another tip for keeping bugs out is these little cedar things for the closets. I like to put these in all our closets. I don't particularly like the way they smell, but I do feel like they help keep the bugs out. Also found a pillow sham in the pillowcase, so I'm going to add it up there to the pillow sham box. Alright, so I found a completely empty tub in here, so not sure what I'll use it for. Maybe I'll take the blankets out of one of these plastic ones and put it in here. I don't know. I guess it's sturdier than the plastic. Alright, so I added the girls, sorry, I don't know why my hair's doing that. I added the girls' quilts to this little tub, and it works just perfect. Alright, so there's home decor items in here that I really like, and I don't think I'm quite ready to get rid of. This is a shelf, and I might still be able to use. So I'm just going to set all those at the top too, because there's space up there, and I don't have plans on using it anytime like right away, but I am planning on kind of redoing the kids' bathroom some and the guest bathroom, so I might end up using those. Plus, I mean, it's a shelf. You can always use a shelf, and you can paint it. There's all kinds of things you can do. So I'm just going to set it up there, and there's a few pictures down there that I'm going to look through and then put what I'm going to keep up there, and what I'm not going to keep, I'll get rid of. All right, so this is when it gets hard, guys. Like this picture. Oh my goodness, I love this picture. I bought it for my little boy when he was a baby, and I don't know where to put it now. I used it for Bella for a little bit, but it doesn't really go in the girls' room. It doesn't match the theme. So I'm telling myself I should probably get rid of this because it's just sitting in my closet and I'm not going to use it again. The kids are just going to get older, not younger. But I really like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the get rid of pile, but before I get rid of it, I'm going to rethink all the rooms that I have and make sure there's not a place I can use it. But if I can't find a place to use it, like today, then it's gonna go bye-bye. Because if I can't find a place today, I'm never gonna find a place. All right, here's another one I found down there. And I also really like this one. So again, I'm gonna look and see, because if I can't find a place for it today, I don't know that I'm gonna find a place for it, because the girls have lots of artwork in their room. But I really do like this. The only thing I could see keeping it is maybe if we ended up moving to a bigger house and the girls had like their own bathroom. And then maybe I could do a boys' bathroom and girls' bathroom. I don't know. I might hold on to this one a little bit longer, because I could see using this one even as they get older. So I'm gonna look for somewhere for it today as well, but for now I'm gonna stick it up there. All right, so I've made progress. The top's pretty much done. The middle line or shelf looks good. I don't know if I'll leave this here or not. It's kind of too big for the kids to play with, but so I put it up there just so they can't get to it. But if I have space down here once I'm done with all this, I'll probably move it back down. But I just put it up there for now because it has little tiny pieces. So I am now going to look through my crib sheets, which I had 2 cribs, or a crib and a toddler bed, so I needed quite a few crib sheets, but I only have the 1 crib now. So I could probably get rid of some of these. I feel like I have kind of an excessive amount of sheets for just 1 crib. So I'm gonna pick through which ones I wanna keep. All right, so I decided to part with these 2, and you guys, I could definitely probably get rid of 2 more, because honestly, I think 3 sheets would be more than enough for a crib, and I've got 4 in here plus the one on her bed, so 5, which is kind of excessive still. But you guys, like, I bought these for Willa when she was a baby, and it's just really hard to get rid of these. And then this one I bought for Wesley when he was a baby, and then the other one in here I bought for Bella when she was a baby, so they kind of have sentimental value. These I bought for Wesley, and the Cars one I'm obviously never going to use for Bella. So I think I'm going to offer this to my sister who has a little baby boy, and if she doesn't want it, I guess it'll just go on to Goodwill. But anyway, what I was going to say is, when getting rid of things, if it's really hard and it's just going to make you cry, just do a little bit, okay? Like, I'm parting with these 2. Yes, I could part with more, but I think it'll make me sad to part with more. So we're parting with these 2 today. Maybe in a week or a month or a year, I'll part with 2 more. But I have room, so it's not that I'm like busting at the seams for room or anything. And just baby steps. Baby steps on sentimental things. I know they're sheets, but you mamas know what I'm talking about. All right, so I keep the crib sheets underneath the pillowcases. These are girls' blankets. Boys' blankets are over there. And then right here in the center, I will put just the rest of our sheets. Yeah, I think that tub should fit. All right, so here's a tip for organizing. The boys' sheets are back, you can't really see them, back behind there. And this fits, but I feel like they're kind of hard to get to. And when things are hard to get to, I find you don't reach for them very often, and then they don't get used. So I'm probably going to switch the boys' sheets in this so that it's a little more easily accessible, because the sheets, a lot of times I actually don't get into this, but maybe a few times a month, because I tend to just take the sheets off their beds, wash them, and put them right back. And I keep like the opposite season sheets in here. So like right now we all have flannel sheets on our bed, and then when spring comes, I'll take those off and put them in here, and then pull out these. And then each of the kids has an extra set of sheets, because you know kids get sick in the night and stuff sometimes. But again, that's not, well, here lately it's been a lot, but usually that's not often. So I'll switch these to make it more accessible, which means more use. You guys, like, what is up with this? Like, I look like a crazy person. Like, I really don't know. All right, so this brings us down here to the 3rd shelf, and I hate things like this, you guys. Like, they're teeny tiny pieces that go to just random games in here, and I don't even know which games. but none of them are mine. They either belong to something of my husband's or the kids. And I kind of feel like I can't get rid of them because I don't even know which games they go to. So I get rid of them and then I'll find out later that it was a game that the kids play all the time. I don't know. Same with this. Like, it's just a deck of cards. It's never been opened. I'm kind of like feeling like I should get rid of it. But what if this is something my husband just got and stuck in here for a reason? So as long as I have space, I guess I'm going to go ahead and kind of group all these together and keep them. I think I'm going to find a tub because I don't like loose things out like this. I'm going to see if I can go find a tub that's not being used to stick all these in so it's better organized. All right, guys, so we are on the final stretch of this closet. This shelf is pretty much empty. And then the games, and then the floor is pretty much empty too. Which I have my sewing stuff, which I need to add to here because I had to take it out of the schoolroom. It wasn't working in there. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of the games. We are playing games more and more as the kids get older, so I think we'll actually be getting more use out of these games than less use. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep all the games. I'm just going to arrange them a little better because the kids have gotten in here and kind of messed them up some. I like to keep like the little tiny kid games right here that are fairly easy to get to. And then here, and then I keep the bigger people games kind of back there, which are a little harder to get to. All right, guys, so here is the closet. Decluttered, reorganized, lots of space. I am going to just add my sewing stuff and then make sure I got all sheets and blankets that I've recently washed in here. So let me just double check on that stuff. All right, so I just added my sewing and that box is actually just empty, but I didn't want to get rid of it yet, so I might use it later. So it had room to put it there and I still have almost a whole empty shelf here. I am happy with this declutter. I think this makes it look nice and neat, frees up some space. There's my pile of get rid of from this closet. And then just on a side note, I like to try and sell what I can, and then what I can't sell on like a sell site or something, I just take to Goodwill. That's how I like to get rid of my stuff, and it's nice because it gives you a little extra cash to spend on things you need, like the kids' clothes or stuff like that. Kind of just recycling stuff. But thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you some motivation to clean out one of your closets, and I will see you guys next week with another clean out video.